Hundreds of Emcore employees returned to work this morning at the Southeast Albuquerque plant where a gunman killed 2 of their co-workers and wounded 4 others.
That happened Monday, and coming back to the scene of so much violence and fear today was very tough for many.
When you walk in there, you don't want to sit by windows anymore. You don't want to sit in the same spot you were at.
Danielle Diaz was in the cafeteria when former employee Robert Reza went on a rampage, apparently sparked by a child custody dispute with his ex-girlfriend, Adrienne Bachano. He shot her 4 times. She survived, but today doctors put her back on the critical list at UNM Hospital. Reza killed 2 employees, Sharon Cunningham and Michelle Turner. Dixie Colvin was the last of the injured, aside from Bachano, to be hospitalized. She was sent home from UNMH this morning. The areas where the 2 dead women worked have been turned into small memorials, and bouquets actually mark the spots outside the building where they were shot. Police say Reza fired 21 shots during his rampage, and he still had more ammo when he killed himself as the police arrived. The first 4 officers who got to that shooting scene spoke to reporters this afternoon.
When they arrived, they believed the shooter was still on the loose, but their first concern was for the victims. Here's News 13's Maria Medina.
And just the 4 officers at the news conference today worked desperately to try to save the victims shot outside the building. One said it was like something out of a movie.
And I can't imagine being in a situation like that, knowing who's going to be there for my daughter if I don't make it.
Recalling the events of Monday morning, June 12th, brought one officer to tears.
She said, "Don't leave me." I said, "I'm not going to leave you." I said, "I'm right here with you."
The call came in as a shooting with 1 woman down, but Officer Eric Martinez, who was the first officer to arrive at Emcore, says he saw something completely different.
There was people on the ground, there's people screaming, he's inside.
Martinez says he saw 3 women. One of them told him the shooter was inside the building. He says it seemed like a long time before the other officers arrived.
There was blood everywhere. Blood all over the car, all over us.
As they helped the survivors to their patrol cars, they looked out for a shooter. They say they had no idea just how many gunmen there were. Officer David Henson says as soon as they'd taken care of the victims, he went into Emcore, saw the .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun Robert Reza used in the shooting, but had no idea the single gunman had just taken his life.
But at that point, there was a large desk that was covering the offender. And at that point, we didn't know that there was somebody who was deceased.
The 4 officers had found Sharon Cunningham and Michelle Scrappy Turner. They didn't make it. They saved Adrienne Bachano, who police believe was Reza's target.
I just hope those families can heal.
And Officer Martinez says he'd never been more scared in his life. The officers had no idea Reza had killed himself until more than an hour later. Jess?
Okay, Maria, for the 3 of the officers, the Emcore shooting was their first call out of the day. All 4 went right back to work the next day.